Washington, a town that's named after the inventor of the railroad sleeping car. One man in Pullman took this very invention to heart. This is Bob Brown. He has a passion for trains in an enormous way.
It looks just like a real rail. There's gradual curves.
But you would never know it just looking at his house from the outside. For the last 7 years, Bob's inspiration has driven him to construct a complete railroad around his house.
A lot of people, doesn't matter whether it's girls or boys, had trains when they're young, but then life gets in your way, and then you kind of settle down and you remember kind of your old hobbies and you come back to those little things that you've done before and they seem interesting. I just took it a notch up.
And his imagination spans much farther than locomotives. Bob is his own conductor.
The entire yard and the railroad has been totally constructed by me. In this yard there's everything from grapes to all kinds of fruit trees and different things. It's to just enjoy.
Bob landscaped the entire backyard before plans were even laid out for the tracks. The train just happened to fit perfectly.
It's pretty well designed and blended in that unless you're looking for it, you won't see it. It's not made to glow or anything like that or stand out. It's just part of the landscape like a normal railroad would be. And do it a second time.
As quiet and humble as Bob appears to be, his eyes light up when he starts showing off his railroad.
This is an exact scale of the rail.
Bob even built a little piece of city history into his tunnel. The date Pullman was incorporated. And building is just a hobby. He's also an electrical engineer at Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories in Pullman. And his coworkers are no stranger to his ambitious projects.
Well, a number of them have known about the crazy guy building the railroad.
Though Bob won't be able to let trick-or-treaters ride this year because of rainy weather and how dark it will be, his bony passengers will be going for a joyride Halloween night.
I just lucked out by coming up with my skeleton crew to help me out, and then just thought it was a good opportunity to show them off on Halloween.
But Bob is hopeful he will be able to drive passengers next spring when he plans to have a second train in his yard. Bob is so devoted to making the railroad look more realistic, he tells me the work will never end.
For some, visualizing their dreams is one thing, but for Bob Brown, he made his dreams come true. And this year, trick-or-treaters might get a little more treat than they bargained for. Reporting from Pullman, Brenna Kelly, Murrow News 8.